Hello and welcome to my video today. I just received a box in from Chevalier with the door handle Gen 2A that is for the Fisker Ocean. This includes all 4 door handles that have been updated. I'm gonna open up the box, look at them, and tell you about the changes. So let's get started. Here is the box that I received. The only significant thing is on the side, there's the label. So here it says Chevalier Fisker Ocean exterior door handle set. The revision is Gen 2A and the color is CBG or Mariana. Of course, all of these are going to be shipped out with the colors that you order for your specific vehicle. And then inside are the part numbers, made in the UK. And as of, I guess, production date is April 4th of this year. So let me open this up. And here we go. Let me rotate this around. All right, so on top we have 2 of the door handles. These happen to be the left-hand side. We can tell from the label right here. This says NFC on it, so this is the driver's handle. Here's a look at the other side. You can see it has the Mariana paint door handle like my car has. And it's also marked with L for left. So this is the driver's side door handle. Let's look at the other one. It's going to be basically the same thing, except this doesn't have the NFC module inside. And this is for the left-hand side rear door. So we got front and rear for the left side. Let me move these out of the way. Underneath that, we have the right side door handles. And what's interesting for this is these both have the same part number. So I guess the right side, it doesn't matter which one is front and which one is rear. And then here is the other one. At this point, I'm going to concentrate on the NFC, which is the driver's side door handle. I'm going to put the other ones away. All right, so here we have the driver's side door handle with the NFC reader inside. I'm also going to bring out, this is the Gen 1 door handle. And I'm going to put it side by side so we can look at it. This one was sent to me. It happened to be broken with the door handle extended. So I think this was one that was done for the recall. So if you look at them, there are slight differences here. You can see that it looks like there's a sensor here that's more visible than this one. There's also stripes on the surface of the module here that isn't here. Otherwise, the basic structure of the door handle module is the same because it needs to fit into that exact opening. So exterior-wise, these are going to be almost identical. Let me turn them over and have a look on this side. Pretty much the same. I do not really see much of a difference here. It is pretty much the same molding for the module. And you can see on the original, here is the label for it. It was made October 13th, 2023. And there is the part number for it. Yep, so that's pretty much it for physically looking at the two door handles from the Gen 1 and the Gen 2. Not a whole lot to see as far as that goes. The difference is going to be on the inside. So that's what we're going to be talking about next. Now I'm going to go over the 5 changes that were done to the door handle. The first is the upgraded LED lens. That is this translucent section right here, where the LED light shows through. On the original Gen 1, as you can see here, it is very common for cracks to form in this since it's not UV rated material that was used in this production. So you will have issues with cracking and water intrusion into the door handle. So I definitely recommend that owners put some sort of protection on the lens or actually the entire door handle. I use PPF that will cover the entire door handle. That will protect it from any water intrusion due to cracks. And there's a number of different sources to get the PPF. On eBay I've seen, and also on the Tsunami Automotive site. They are very affordable and I recommend getting that done. So as you can see here, this handle has a crack in it in the lens. The material selected and refined by Chevalier for Gen 2A offers superior resistance to UV exposure, cationic elements, which basically means positive ions in the environment, and significantly enhances scratch resistance. The new lens has been engineered to replicate the effect and appearance of the original material specified, validated, and approved by Fisker. I've been also told by Chevalier that the material used for the door handle lens is similar to that used in headlights, so it should be pretty resistive to environmental impacts that those types of items see in a vehicle, and it should last the lifetime of the car. Number 2, we have improved power actuator performance. The actuator is located in this area of the door handle. That is responsible for electronically deploying and retracting the handle and has been upgraded for enhanced performance, ensuring smoother, quieter, and more efficient operation. Number 3, we have recall compliant. All Gen 2A handles undergo rigorous quality checks before assembly to ensure each subcomponent meets dimensional specifications. After assembly, end-of-line testing verifies all mechanical and electrical functions. This process has been further enhanced by including confirmation of the specified retraction force using the same Chevalier inspection tool currently employed for the door handle recall. I've been also told that the entire assembly has been made more waterproof. There have been issues of water getting inside this area. That should be fixed with this new model. They also use air pressure testing to make sure that there's no leaks. Number 4, we have warranty. The Gen 2A handles come with a 2-year warranty covering materials and workmanship. I feel this is pretty important since this is a very necessary part of the car for entry and exit, and we want to make sure it is safe. Number 5, which is not on the list that I have, is about the critical new feature that these door handles now have cross-compatibility with all PKCs in the oceans. The PKC module is also known as the phone key controller, and that manages the door handles, the NFC, the key fob, etc. So when you interact with the car, locking and unlocking, the PKC module is the thing that controls it. These new door handles now auto-adapt to all PKC versions, which means that it is now plug and play, and requires no configuration with FAST or OFT or the Chevalier OBD tool. And as known previously, this was kind of tricky if you had different versions of the PKC, getting it to work with different versions of the NFC cards or key fobs has been kind of a pain, to say the least. So this being plug and play is a great importance to this module. Chevalier sent me a PDF with full details on the changes, which I just discussed, but they also have a long description about improved vehicle safety. So let me tell you about that. Improved vehicle safety. The door closure system in the launched vehicle has critical safety issues stemming from flaws in the door latch mechanism and locking control software, otherwise known as the BCM. These flaws, which contribute to the risk of vehicle entrapment, were overlooked during vehicle development. The software shortfall issue was addressed in August 2023 by making changes to the BCM. This change was not mentioned in the recall, but was eventually included in the Fisker software version 2.2, which was released in late 2024 and is currently being rolled out to all vehicles. Fisker did not prioritize the critical issue caused by the substandard door latch, likely due to its complexity and associated cost. Instead, the company focused on peripheral components such as the handles to ensure the proper operation of parts linked to the door latch under normal conditions. This led to a voluntary recall of the exterior door handle. Fisker has issued a voluntary recall, which was registered with NHTSA due to the manufacturing issue affecting 3% of the exterior door handles. The problem arises from excessive friction caused by an out-of-spec subcomponent, which can result in the handle remaining deployed after locking. The recall aims to replace the affected handles to prevent potential unlocking failure issues. Notably, this type of defect is typically classified as a standard OEM warranty issue and is routinely addressed through part replacement. This recall was in effect a strategic move to divert attention from a well-documented and serious design flaw in the door latch mechanism. The true objective of the voluntary recall appears to be avoiding the complexity and cost of replacing all door latches with properly designed alternative, which is an effort that would have required re-homologation and crash testing of the vehicle. As a result, the fundamental hardware deficiency in the latch design remained unaddressed. Critically, the recall does not resolve the significant safety issue of entrapment, as evidenced by ongoing reports of egress failures involving all 4 latches. The most serious risk is occupants becoming trapped inside the vehicle, which can occur in various scenarios, such as the sudden loss of power or when the exterior handles freeze in the deployed position. Additionally, the latch can be easily obstructed by pulling or holding the interior door handle while simultaneously unlocking via the driver's side switch or the key fob. In the Gen2A handle, the safety critical risk of entrapment due to the door latch has been completely eliminated by integrating a preventive mechanism within the handle, making the door latch replacement unnecessary. So I just want to comment that this info that I just read from Chevalier is from Chevalier's point of view. So take it with that in mind. There have been many issues with Fisker, and it's not unusual to see something like this since they did avoid doing the right thing. It's been quite sad to see this in a number of different components in the vehicle being substandard. Of course, owners know this and are having to deal with this through the replacement of different parts or having to undergo software updates. Well, that's pretty much my overview of the new Chevalier Gen2A door handles. I plan on installing these in my vehicle soon. One thing I must say is the front door handles are a bit trickier to install than the rear. So I may be installing the rear ones first, and I may be having Brandon from Platinum Precision come over and install the fronts for me. We'll see how it goes. The instructions for disassembling the door and the handles is in the service manual, and I'll have links for that in the video description. I'll also have links for where you can purchase these door handles. So in summary, I think these door handles are a very important thing to have replaced on your vehicle. Sadly, this should have been done by the company, but the company no longer exists. So it's up to the owners to pay for these door handles. It's kind of a shame, and I feel sorry for the owners that have to go through this process, me included. But I think for alleviating the issues of getting trapped inside the vehicle and providing door handles that actually work, I think this is something that all owners should seriously consider getting installed on their vehicles. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.